Say find the sun, but I don't know what the weather's like there. It's cold and cloudy here and rainy.
It's actually it's nice. Um, whew, 67.
Oh, we were almost that warm yesterday.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what though. Yesterday it was nice, but then before that we were talking. Okay, weather Olmsted Falls. Last week was it 36, 39?
Yeah, that's what we were last week.
Yeah, where are you at?
Minnesota.
Ah, okay. Oh, just in case you ever want to know a printing service place, this place is awesome. And they're actually not that expensive. I use them for my clients now. There was another one that I used too, but this one, I'm telling their turnaround time is much faster. So it works. All right, let me go ahead. All right, so don't forget to do your post assessment. It's due by Sunday, okay?
Yeah.
And then your assessment 4A, which I'm going to go through, and then I'm going to show you how to do one completely, and then how it'll help you to compile assessment 4B.
Okay.
But before we do that, I'm gonna unshare and let you share your screen. And show me what you're having issues with. I don't want to kind of go ahead. That way, we want to get you to get all your assignments in.
I just submitted. Get out of the way here. I just submitted my cover letter and resume.
Okay. Let me
Um,
give you some feedback on it.
sure, but this is what I got confused with because like you've got squares here, but there's no comment to them.
There should have been. Look, go click on one of the other squares.
So like this one does for the color.
No, it should have on the square side. I put it on two of them actually. Is there anything on the first one?
Mm-mm.
I don't know why PDF is doing that lately. I noticed. Well, basically, what that means, can you open up the comments on the right of the document there? Down right there. Huh, that is weird. Anyway, basically, what that means is the spacing needs to be the same.
Yep,
Um,
I figured that's what it was. So let me.
because I noticed when I did the feedback in your the original for your projects, like you said, it did the same. I don't know.
Yes, I went in and I did go. Whoops, too far. Oh, it opened the PDF. I did go in and I don't want the PDF open. Stop it. So I did go in and I clicked them all and aligned them so that way they're all evenly spaced. Same with these ones.
Okay. I would suggest, I know you want to take up all the space, but what I would suggest, and you can resubmit it, no big deal. I would suggest to kind of keep it in a group, okay? But then make sure that you align it from top to bottom here, okay?
Okay.
This is great. This is great how you have that right there. So just treat this element in the center as maybe like that. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, even your personal statement, if you wanted to bring that down a little bit, you don't want to do that because you aligned it with your name. Okay. Make sure that you center, not really center, it's going to be left aligned, but you're going to move the body of information to align with um, the uh, the curve of the J, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That might be on your master. That's probably why you can't move it.
Oh, yeah.
So basically how I do that is if you look at the curve of the J, and I usually go the average of it. So just click it over using your arrow key a little bit. Just keep going right about there. Now, the reason why I do that is because it's not quite right if you have it aligned to the end of the J on the left side, right?
Yeah.
But notice now, being at the curve of the J, it still feels like it's aligned, but it's not too far in.
Okay.
Now, if you were to align that with the bottom edge of that J, it would look misaligned.
Yep.
This is one of those situations where you need to kind of look visually and see what feels better,
Okay.
you know? I think your logo looks really good. I think it's much better. How do you feel about it?
I like it better in the white.
Okay. All right. All right,
And
let's
I
go to
did
your
go in
main page.
and I did go in and add black into the purple, so it wasn't quite so
Yeah, that looks
dull.
really good. The other one was just too it was too bright. So go ahead and go to your resume for me real quick. All right. So go ahead and now you made the see, here's where let me show you something real quick. I'm gonna request. I would suggest, to be honest with you, this is gonna be a lot easier in the long run, and it may be confusing to you, but I'm gonna take that out of that box, okay? I'm just gonna delete that box. I'm gonna elongate this box. Okay. I'm gonna press enter and I'm gonna paste that right there. Okay. I want you to do the same thing with that next one as well. This one here. Command X. Okay. Now go ahead and go to your selection tool, delete that bottom one, that bottom extra box. Okay. Now, using your paragraph styles, okay, you have a paragraph style, correct?
I think so. I can't see anything. Whoops, what is that? Go away.
Okay. So it's super important that you try to use paragraph styles. That is something that you're going to need in the industry. Okay. So go to type at the top.
Okay, this needs to go away. There we go.
No, type right here.
Oh,
Paragraph styles. No, next one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have them. Okay, so this doesn't. Okay, so this is a header main. Okay, so header main. Let's see, option click. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, so header main. You can right click on this and redefine that style. Go ahead and redefine it. Basically, it's going to take on that purple, right? So now you can double click next to it and watch this preview. You're going to indents and spacing. Everything should be aligned to a grid, right?
yep.
Okay. And then you can do a space before.
Okay.
Look at that.
Much cleaner.
Perfect, right? You got a space before, space after. You don't necessarily have to have that space after. To be honest with you, I think it's just fine like that is. And say okay. Now, what's this right here? Look at the color of this compared to the rest of it.
Oh, I didn't change that yet.
That's okay. So you just click right here, option and click. Now, move over a little bit. No, the other way. There you go.
Come on.
Oh, you have to move away from it. There you go. Option click. It's not working. That's okay. Well, it did now. Yeah, it worked. Okay. Look at that. So now everything is pretty good. Independence University should be the same as your president's list and your dean's list because that is a category, correct?
Yep.
So that's a subhead. You're going to do the same thing with that. The whole thing. Okay. Now go into your subhead copy, double click next to it, and take off the spacing below and align all lines. You're going to have to go back through and make sure everything is aligned with the line with all lines. So just say okay. And I think it's just because you're heading. Why? Oh, there's space. Why is there space on that one?
There is down here too. Down in the award.
Oh, I know why. Because there's space above this one too. It looks like. No, all lines. Let's take a look. Ah. What is going on? 13, 12. Ah, you're based on a 12. So we'll leave it on a 14. But you're gonna have to go to InDesign preferences. Go to your units and increments, and you're gonna have to change that to a 14. Oh, sorry, grids. Yeah, 14. There you
It's
go.
been a while since we've
Yeah.
done that.
I mean, I don't use it all the time, but I mean, I use it. So, okay, so that looks much better. What do you think?
A lot cleaner.
Yeah. Time management needs to be capitalized, and I'm just being super picky because that's what they'll do. Looking at different things. The other thing, down at the bottom, your Behance, I would make that black. And just click on subhead, it should be fine.
Whoops.
You can do right click and redefine. Oh no, we don't want to redefine. No, click on your subhead. It's okay. I'll show you how to do it. Right click. Oh no, you got to be highlight on your Behance first. Okay. Right click and apply subhead. Clear overrides. Do it again.
Whoops.
Next one down. There you go. There you go. All right. So it feels. Why does it feel so? Hold on 1 second. Double click on that subhead for me, please. Go to your indents and spacing or your basic character formats. Sorry. Let's make that a 14 for the size. Oh, you're using an ultra black. Maybe just a bold or a whoa, Acumen Pro. Just can you type in bold?
Nope. Cannot.
No, that's not. There is shift, vertical scale, horizontal scale. You know what I want you to do? Go ahead and cancel for a second. Highlight that.
Whoops, what happened there?
Just Command Z.
I did.
Okay. Now let's go to your character panel. Type in tables. Okay. All right. So see in here, they don't, it should be Acumen. It should be, unfortunately, in, that is weird because in Illustrator.
It might be that I didn't download all of them. I didn't download the whole family.
Well, I mean, usually Acumen is a slider. See right there.
Oh,
Acumen variable. That's why. So, I mean, I would do something like that, to be honest with you, but it's not. Let's try that again. Okay, are we working? What am I doing? Come on. Okay. Okay. So maybe choose, I mean, even the extent and maybe try condensed bold and see. I don't know how it's going to work. You can kind of play for the subhead. So maybe you don't want to do a condensed, just go down and take a look at the bold, the regular bold. Okay. And then bring Behance, actually social, hold on a second. I forgot, I took the wrong one. No, I don't want to do that.
oh,
So
it's in my library.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I thought you were looking for the color. I was gonna say that's in my library.
No, no, I was just doing that and then trying to keep it the same. I took it away by
Oh,
accident.
that's the header purple side.
Huh?
That would have been the header purple side. It would have should have
Oh,
brought it to
okay.
white.
Okay, well, we'll do that. Go ahead, let you do it. You know what you're doing.
There we go.
Apply. Yeah, it's not. It's recommend bold concept. Yeah, I think it's. Okay, so I think maybe in there you might have to go ahead and just type in Acumen variable. And then you're going to have to, okay, so just kind of look at it. Oh, look at that. Okay, make it a little bit bigger. You want to make it a 14. Look at that. Perfect. You can you can see it you can look at it. I know you can look at it, but
Much easier to read.
yeah, yeah. And I think honestly, like Behance, I would definitely make it white on that purple, I guess. So it just feels like it doesn't work very well. So
Yeah, it kind of vibrates a little bit.
yeah, unfortunately, that's just. Now I want you to look at the Behance.net, take the dot all the way up to the HTTPS off. No, leave Behance.net, but the dot in front of it, yeah, and take all of that off. It's no longer necessary to do all that. For design purposes, it's just so much better aesthetically, you know. Go ahead and move the character panel out of the way. Let's make sure. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing as we did before, right? Go to your selection tool. You're going to select each one of these, double click, take them, put them in each box, one box, okay, and then paste it. When you can delegate space through your paragraphs styles, everything will be a lot more consistent, right? And that's what they look for when they're looking for when they're looking through their applicants. Okay. So practical skills. Okay. So technical skills, practical skills, and social, they should all be the same.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
That's okay. That's all right. No, don't worry about that. We're just gonna go ahead. I want to show you. Double click here, right? And we're going to go ahead and grab your paragraph styles again. Is that what you're trying to get?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Now, just put header main. Okay. Right click on it.
Whoops.
And duplicate that style. And then change the color to white. Color.
Oh, there it is. I don't have my glasses on.
No, you're fine. Okay. And say, okay. Move it over. Okay. Main copy. There you go. Look at that. Look at you.
Much
Much
better.
better, huh?
Much, much better.
Okay. So, and there's one other thing that you can do to make this just a little bit more cohesive is to kind of move this over a little bit. And I would, because I'm looking at it like it was, it feels like, look at the difference between this and moving this like right about there. So that's, I was almost actually there, believe it or not. That's crazy, huh? And then moving this down, you're going to double click, right? And
Oh,
just kind of play with this. It's going to line up right about there with this. Well, not quite, but
pretty close.
use your alignment panel. That's all. Object, window, object, and align. Object, layout, and align. Sorry. And the top. It's the third, yeah, the first. There you go.
There we go.
Perfect. Look at that. Now you're good to go. What do you think?
Much, much better.
Very nice. You know what I kind of feel like, to be honest with you, because you don't have a whole lot of black, maybe trying that, I don't know if that gray is going to work, but maybe later on you can kind of play with it and see. The gray where the black is in there, because you've used gray. Maybe. I don't know 100% if it will. Like, okay, so this right here,
Mm-hmm.
you being the gray, not that silly. Not what I asked. Maybe a little darker than that, but yeah, it's probably definitely going to be darker than that, because it would definitely help to, I don't like this. Black, let's say, let's try 60. Yeah, 60 maybe 70. Look at that.
Oh, much better.
So if that's, I would, that's my suggestion. And this right here, it looks like you got purple instead of white, or, oh, it's gray.
Yep, it's the gray.
Yeah, you're going to want to use white on that.
Okay.
Unless you darken that purple up, but I don't think you really want to do that.
Yeah, any darker and it starts to blend in with the black.
So yeah, I would use white on that.
Whoops. Where are you? Always look at this. Where are you? There you go. There we go.
Okay. Now I'll go to your selection tool. Let's go ahead, and if you're going to apply that gray on the other side, you can do that. And that's the only other thing that I would say. just for cohesiveness. Um, yeah, it's too
Yep,
light. It's
too
gonna
big.
have to be like a 70% or 80%. You can double click on the one, yeah, I just do 80%. I think that's what I did on the other one.
Oh, no, you
Mhm.
did 70.
Oh, I did 70, yeah, 70, sorry. It's funny how 70 is 10% does so much different. But notice how that it kind of relates back to that gray that you have in the document above.
Mm-hmm.
So much better, much better. Um, what else? As you get experience or anything like that, um, you can put your other skills here. You can take this eventually, put this into 2 columns, okay? And put your other experience down at the bottom, okay?
Okay.
I'm just showing you, I'll put it back, but so you could just go to object, text frame options, and then 2, and then say okay, and you could bring it more like this. And then you could do like you have regular experience.
Regular work experience.
That's what
I
I
did
mean.
well, actually, now that I think about it, I did a little volunteer work for graphics with a pit bull rescue.
Well, good, good. That's not even, you don't even have to say volunteer. It doesn't matter whether you get paid or not. It's nobody's business. But you could probably put your other experience, or you can put regular experience here. Okay. I think what I would do, let's see here. What is, let's see. I'm trying to, yeah, that's not quite, quite right, but, and it's just because you have this here, so you might have to match it up. Um, um, that doesn't even match up. Okay. Let me see something. Layout, margins and columns. 0.1667. 0.1667. Why is that? That's crazy. Because it's not, it should be the same. Oh, I know what I did. Never mind. That's what I did.
There we
I'm
go.
like trying to figure out, I can't really see it that well, but that purple, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, well, why? Okay, so yeah, I think you should be fine. You could possibly put your yeah, you can probably put work experience above your education here if you know your volunteer experience, and then move capabilities at the top of this over here, and education would be here if when you do that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna undo it for now, but just so you know, you can. That's how what you can do. You know, when you're ready to do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you can go ahead and submit that, and I am gonna go ahead. I'll give you a grade in a little while. What's that? Um, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the demo for you. Um, good job. So basically, when I grade it, I'll just say, just make sure that you refer back to the lecture for any other ideas. Okay.
Okay.
You want to unshare?
Oops, there we go.
All right. Let me get into Behance real quick. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So assessment for A. Let me go. And you already you're doing B now, right?
Yep.
I mean not B for week 3, correct? Okay. For week 1, week 4, you of course you have your discussion. I would suggest that you go back and do them if you can, when you have time. Okay.
Yeah, I would just want to get the bigger stuff done and
No,
then I'll go back and do
I
those.
get it. I get it. And I'm okay with that. And I showed you how to do mock-ups already last week. So make sure that you do the mock-ups. Okay. So assessment for A is basically you're going to upload everything to your Behance with at least one mock-up per project. Okay. So say this right here. This is my one mock-up for this project. This is a project, client project, but I always make sure I have some kind of mock-up in here. I try to anyway. This one, I don't think I got a mock-up in here yet. Oh, I did. I guess I did. See, I'm always so darn busy. I don't know what I'm doing. And then like some of the new stuff that I've done. So I'm going to do the walk. Is it the walk with the menu? I'm just going to type in menu maybe. No, I'm going to just do walk. I just actually created the walk menu so I can save it. Okay. And I lost my stuff. Foodies, vegetables. I don't remember where I put it though. That's the problem. So trying to find these. Let's go foodies. Cancel this. I need to open it up. Okay, foodiesfeed.com. Let's see. Okay. Noodles with. Okay. Noodles with egg. Why is it not
Oh,
showing?
right. One more up. Up one more. There you go.
Thank you. All right, there's that one. So now it'll automatically link it. Okay. So this is a project that I've been wanting to put in. I just keep forgetting to do it, So I'm going to just do file and I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Okay. Well, actually, let me save it here first. Save. And then file and export. And I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And I'm going to save this. I'm going to do it on my desktop just for now. I'm going to use 150 to start out with. And I'm going to go ahead and export it. And then you want to make sure that you open that up Oh, it's not that one. Open that up with Photoshop. Okay. Remember what I talked about last time is opening things with Photoshop and making sure that you save according to, you save for web legacy, because it gives you more, control. Okay, save for web legacy. And then you can kind of look at things to see, okay, this is at 92 quality. Come down here, remember what I said there, make sure your download time is 2 megabytes per second. This one, actually, I limit my, like I said before, I limit this to no more than 3 or 4 at max, right? I'm using a JPEG 100, and then across I do 1,000 widthwise. So pretty happy with that. It looks pretty good, but I can go to my preview and take a look at it, make sure. And it looks pretty good, right? And now all I need to do is go back to Photoshop and go ahead and save it. Now it'll automatically keep that that setting. Okay, I don't save the Photoshop file. There's really no reason to. So file, export, and it has all of my same settings. So this is going to be 1,000. And this one's a little bit bigger, and that's because I have so many images, right? So I'm going to limit this just a little bit more. I'm going to play with this. That's a 4-second load time. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I'm not going to go any more than that, but I'm good with that. Still at the 1,000, and let's look at that 96 quality. It's still a pretty decent file overall. So I'm going to go ahead and save. And save. I thought I had a walk and roll. I don't know if I have a. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I created the postcard yet. That's okay. All right. So now I need to make sure that my menu, let's see, menu mockup. Let me write free, because if I don't, or type free, because if I don't, it's going to take me to everything else but that. Okay. And even then, sometimes, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. No sandwiches. Come on, just unfortunately, sometimes you can't find a whole lot of menu mockup. I wonder. No, I want a 2-pager. I want regular menu. Yeah, it's crazy how it's only actually, that's not too bad. Actually, I think
There you
that's
go.
the one I like. And you agreed with me, right? Just I think it'll look good on there actually with the yeah. Okay. All right. Document. Um, sorry, I didn't close that. I'm working on something for a client, so
That's okay. It doesn't bother me.
I'm not trying to offend anybody, you know.
Oh, it takes a
Oh, I
whole lot to
like
offend me.
that one better. Yep, I'm liking that better. So, that's the flat. Yeah, I'm gonna do the angled one, I think. Okay, so the left, let's take a look. That is going to be the front page. I drag that in here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the high res one. I want the 2, 2, 3. Yep, I'll take that one first. Because I'm going to end up saving it for web anyway. But I don't want to do it too much. Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was me. I was like, what the heck? Everybody knows I'm working, so why? That's my daughter has a bad habit of that sometimes.
Oh, it was my boyfriend. He knows I'm not usually doing anything but sitting with the dog.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. Okay. Press enter. I don't want that. Okay, take that off and that off. I don't need those. Okay, Command S, this is Sam. Okay, looks pretty good actually. It's a drop shadow. That's that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that looks pretty good actually. File, export, save for web, of course. Now this is a pretty big one. This is why I decided I was gonna not, I wasn't gonna skimp on the size. Because I want to make sure that everything is crisp enough. If I would have skipped and not skimped on the size, I didn't want to change the size and make it a lower resolution until the end result, because then I would have had to readjust for it, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So this is a 4-second. I'm going to leave it. It's 1,000. I'm good with that. And I'm going to go ahead and save. Actually, before we do that, let's just look at the preview just to be on the safe side. And I think it looks pretty good. And this is 1,000 by 6. Yeah, we're good. And I'm going to save. And I'm going to put walk in here. Save. Now, I'm thinking,
That is all you.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, so when I'm in a meeting, it's not supposed to do that. I don't know. Something new. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to, I was thinking about, this is the angled menu and this is the flat menu. So if I did the flat, I just have to take a different, turn the other one off. Okay. And I'm thinking about doing the second one too, because that way I can use it for my alternate in my website. And I'm going to show you what we're going to use that for. Okay. So I'm going to use that per 1,000. Let's take a look at that. Still 4-second load time, looks pretty good. And then go ahead and save. So basically for interactivity with the website, no. You can use 2 different images, one to roll over, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. Okay. I don't want to close that, but that's fine.
It's okay. My grandfather was a deacon. That's not offensive to me at all.
Well, I'm glad. I'm just trying. She had somebody make her something, and I was just like, it defies every.
Oh,
Yeah.
how many different font types do they have on there? Good
Yeah. Yeah. You want to use this as a lesson, or did I just close it? Yeah, I did by accident.
Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I've been trying. Looking, I was like, what am I doing with this? It just defies everything. So I'm trying to find things that work together and at least give it some cohesiveness. But yeah, I'm just going to keep working on it. I'm not happy with it yet. So, all right. Anyway, so for the final, basically what this tells you, you're going to do a small thumbnail cover image of your design. And it can be a reduced version of this. You don't necessarily have to create new ones, but if you want to create new ones, you can. Now, what I would suggest to do is do a file and new. I'm going to go here and go to Behance. I have a Behance size, and I'll make sure that I put that in. The announcements for you, but the thumbnail size at the very least is an 808 by 632. Usually what I use is a 900 by a 750. Oh, not 7500. Use a 72 resolution. That's fine. Okay. Now, because this is the walk, I'm going to probably use food. Let's say walk. Let me go to foodies. And that is foodies. Let's see. Yeah, I'll use that one right there. I'm going to drag that in. Option. I like to make sure they're like kind of offset a little bit just because it really makes it look pretty good. Walk logo. Right there. Drag that in. Oh, of course it didn't want to. That's okay. And I'm going to put a background on it. And send it backwards. Command and the bracket key next to the P. Make that a little bit smaller using the option key. Actually looks pretty good. Okay, so I think maybe I might do a subtle drop shadow on that. And what else could I do with this to make it unique? Let's see. I got it rounded. How did I? Oh, I see what I did. That was weird. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Not a big fan of that. That's not too bad, I guess. All right, so I'm going to do a file and I'm going to export, save for web legacy. It automatically is the size that we need. It's only a 3-second load time, which is fine because I did 72 DPI. And I'm just going to put walk thumb. And I could use an alternate as the menu if I want to. Or I can just delete this one, right? And I could bring in something. I bring in one of those foodies if I wanted to. But I'm going to do a file and actually do this in on my desktop is where I put that. And this one, maybe do that like that. Send it to the back. I'm not a big fan of that one, so we're just going to go, whoops, I don't want to do that. Let's see if I can't. That's fine. Nah, I want to do that. File, export, save for web legacy again. And like I said, saving it like this really gives you the choice to, not the choice, but more control over the size. So walk thumb 2. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to save this. I don't want to say. I'm going to just close that for now, and I'll leave that open because I won't remember. All right. So basically, what you're going to do when you come to Behance, your branding that you came up with, you can hover over here. It gives you a 3200 by a 410 pixel. If you want to work on that, you're not obligated to do that for this class, but it's something that you can consider, and I honestly would consider it. Okay. So when you come into Behance, what you're going to do is you're going to come up to the top and you're going to create a project. Okay. Now for each project, you're going to create a project. Okay. And then there's a couple things you can do. It's super simple where you can just open up your Finder and you can drag everything in the way that you want. Okay. I'm going to do this and this and drag that in. And yeah, I don't think I need the flat because I already have the flat in there really, but I mean, I'll go ahead and do that anyway. Just that way it's a bigger version of it, I guess, you know. Okay. All right. And then I am going to go, let's see, image, text, photo grid. We can write text on here if you want to. And then you can go to styles if you want. Like for instance, this right here with the styles, the background is way too white, right? Just by changing it just a little bit, that allows us to see that there's actually a white background being used, right? Click on the settings and you can click here. I could, if I wanted to use this, I could use it, but I'm not going to. I created another one for it. And that's why I said the foodies one. I could do something like this if I want to. And then I could increase the size of it if I want. I could decrease the size of it, whichever. I'm going to keep it like that. I like it like that. Now you're going to give this a project name. Walk. Menu. Okay, project. So I can do menu, comma, print, comma, food, comma, rest. I always massacre that name, that word, always, every single freaking time. What else? Print, layout. Yeah, we'll go with that. Graphic design. What else? I want to say print. I don't think print is even in here anymore. No. It used to be that print design was in here. And you'd think that it was obsolete, but it's not. I mean, narration. Let's see, digital. Copywriting, creative direction, coloring, arts. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at graphic design, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Well, I'll just leave it like that. Graphic design is fine. And then you can edit this if you want to. I always keep it on all rights reserved. That's because I don't really want people to use my work. Coming over here, basic info, product description, walk and roll menu, instructor project. That's just for me. And none for that. Discoverability. This is where if you want to put in here Independence University, you can do that. You can add credits or anything like that. All right. If you want to, you can disable comments and things like that on here as well. You can make it private. Okay. And then say done. And then you're going to publish. Now, don't save it as a draft, because if you save it as a draft, I'm not going to be able to see it. Not even that. You won't be able to have the project in your portfolio. It won't transfer over to your portfolio. Okay, are we good on this part of it?
Yep.
Okay, now, we are going to, for the final, for the 4B, it is super simple. And you're, honestly, once you get everything in there, if you do everything the way that I just showed you, all you're going to do, it says bring over the pieces you have placed in your finalized site. You don't have to bring them over. I'm going to show you what you can do with that. Then you're going to choose a layout and you're going to customize your text and the information and bring your branding to the template. Okay. So to do that, let's go ahead and go back to just regular Behance. Now over here, this right here, you'll see your name, and right next to your name is Adobe. Click on Adobe, and it's going to bring you to this page right here. There's 9 little squares. Click on them and you go to portfolio. When you open this up, you're not going to see any of this. You're just going to see this right here. To create a new site, you can do up to 5. Okay. Okay. I have these 2 for now. Every month I say the same thing. I created this, and to be honest with you, when you create your site, you're going to want to choose portfolio. This actually is a landing page, and I had to create a page for every single one that I created here. So
Wow.
the services and the contact, I had to create my own, right? Which is fine, but at the same time, you know what? You're just honestly, to start out with, you just want to get it done, and then you can play with it later, pretty much.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to close out of this one, and let's go back there. Sorry. Okay. So basically, you're going to see this. It's going to say create your new site. You're going to click on new site, and you want the full portfolio. You can choose any one of these that you want. Okay. And see, this is a welcome page. You can do that later on if you want to. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this one. Okay. Maybe I don't want to do that one. Yeah. I'm going to do this one right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use theme. Give me a second. And when you click that and say use theme, basically what's happening is this is uploading everything from Behance to this site. This is what it means to bring it over. Huh?
Everything?
Everything, ma'am. Look at that. Everything.
Well, look how easy that was.
We're not done though, but there's a couple things that I want to do here. I think these are the page things are a little too large, you know. I can play with them. I can change you want to change it and make it all your own, you know. So my themes, we can switch if you want to. That's not something that I'm going to do right now. You can do background color fonts. You can do light and you can do dark. If you choose to go with dark, you can do that as well. Okay. I like to keep it on that. You can change your fonts site-wide. Okay. To a different typeface. You can add fonts, which I love this because I usually use a body condensed. That's what I use for most everything I do for here. Because I use Frutiger usually, and it really kind of resembles that a little bit. So a body condensed, there we go, like that. Include background color, you can, whatever you want to do with that. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Now the next thing that I'm going to work on is my website container. In my website container, I have a left margin, right margin, whatever I want to do, my maximum width. I can do a left align, I can do a right align, I can do centered. Okay. One thing I want to tell you about though, you don't want to mess with your global, that's not what you want. You don't want to mess with these. Okay. Because if you mess with it, it's going to be for the whole entire site, right? So
Okay.
see how this is, how it was before. It wasn't condensed. I just like it a little bit more condensed. So, all right. So my header, my header could be 100% width. If I want it left, if I want it right, I can change it accordingly. I don't know. I think I want it maybe, yeah, bring it like that. I want to move this over. But that's not, if you notice here, that's my logo and that's my navigation. So I'll play with that later. So my max width is 800, my logo. So click on my logo here. And it is a body condensed, 30. I'm gonna go a little bit larger. Yeah, margins. So left. I want, actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Go to the header. I'm going to left align that. Go to the logo. Whoops, get back over there. And I am going to go to my margins and bring that over right about 33. Maybe 34. Yeah, 34. And I'm going to do the same thing with my navigation. Go back there. Customize navigation. Left 34. Look at that. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so that's good there. Do I want anything on that bottom? I don't know that I want anything on the bottom. Left bottom. Okay, site. It's kind of playing with it. Oh, get back over there. I'm actually not going to put my logo in here, I don't think. Logo container. That's not what I want. I want. I think it's going to be in my header, I believe. Options, background. No. Sometimes it's, this is the header. Background color. That's not what I want. I want the logo. It's right there. Site name. There it is. Text. I am going to go with, I think I'm going to go with a gray. Let's just do something a little different. And you can add an image if you want to. You can upload your logo if you want to. It's up to you. I'll show you how you can. Personal. I don't even know what sizes. This is 35. It's a thumb logo. That's the 800. I don't want the 800. 72 by, where's the size? Okay, we'll just use that. Yeah, that's not the right one. This is just the, this was for a small email signature, so that's not going to work. Okay. I know it's in here. I just don't know. Well, I can just 800. So. Okay. Now I can just change that. Style. Max width right there, 250. Okay. Hello, where'd you go? You left me again. This thing is a pain. I will say that. And you heard me say that right. This darn thing drives me nuts. Oh, come on. For some reason, I don't know why it's being like this, so. It's probably user error, I'm sure, with this one. I don't understand. Max width. Let's try. Okay, 500. Okay, well, maybe that'll work. So I don't want to put this in here. Honestly, I don't want it in. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. But if that's something that you want to do, you are more than welcome to. You can center it. And that's not even centered really because that
It's shrinking it.
yeah, it's because I've got the header in there as well.
Uh,
So they're all three of these are kind of attached to one another. If I go to this header and I move everything, okay, if I center, see how that right there?
gotcha.
I don't want that. I don't want it like that. Just for this purpose, I just want this, you know. So I click on it. When in doubt, just click on the header, you know, and you'll be able to find what you want. Okay. See, now I messed that up. My margins. Okay, text. Margins, top left was 34. And you might have to write things down just to kind of be consistent with it. It's up to you how you know, how you can keep, you know, keep control of that. Okay, so navigation. In the navigation, there's two different places. There's page titles and collection titles. Work is your collection. Okay.
Okay.
So turn that off. This is your page title. Okay. And this is the collection. So if you remember that, contact is only somewhere where you have one thing. Right?
Yep.
Page titles. This actually collection is more than one. Okay. So with the page title, if you hover over it, it's black, let go of it's gray, which I'm just going to leave it like that. That's kind of what I want. And then when you click on it, it is black. It's kind of what I'm going to keep it like that. I think what other color? I can probably add my green to this. Really, let me just grab my green. I got work open everywhere, so. That's the old one. I need the new one. That's not the new resume, I don't think. No, that's the old one. Color is a little different. Oh, it's right there. What is that? Okay. All right. So if I click on here, double click, and I'm just going to grab that color. Okay, so you can grab your color, whatever color you're using, and to be able to keep it consistent. Okay, so logo, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here and press enter. Okay, I'm good with that. Do I want that black when I hover? No, I'm going to go with the gray right about 616161. Okay. All right. So now I've got to go here. Let's go here into the navigation under the work, which is going to be collection titles. The regular is going to be 616161. Oh, hexadecimal might help, huh? Press enter. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that's why. 6 1 6 1 6 1. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, so the rollover. Should I keep it? I think I want the rollover to be that lighter gray right there. Okay, so regular rollover. Okay, so we'll keep that. Okay, so that's my collection. So regular 6-1 rollover CCC. Okay. So I'm going to go to page titles. And this is going to be the 6-1 6-1 6-1. And regular. And then active is going to be probably not. Okay, so regular is not going to work that way. So I guess I'll go. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the darker one for that. So might as well. I just want to be able to see the difference between the two, you know?
Right.
Okay, yeah, nice. All right, so now the last part, I mean, you can go through, you can do your navigation, things like that, page titles, links, any of that stuff. Your page covers. This is the last part of it. You've got layout options. You can do however many columns you want to have, okay? You can add gutters to them if you want to. You can add a top and a margin, a top and bottom margin. I'm going to put it on 2 here. I like them to, to be 2. I can do a top margin, bottom margin if I want to. I think I'm going to keep it like, yeah, I'm going to do that. My height, I want 600. I don't want them really tall because then I can't get them to bottom margin. See, it doesn't allow me to actually. Cover images, rounded. I can round it if I want to. Margins with bottom. That's what I'm looking for. See, some things have 2 different things you have to play with. So my layout options, my gutters, I want them to be the same. But then I had to go into, did you notice I had to go into the actual page covers, the cover images, and actually mess with the margins. So it's not the best friendly site.
Not at all.
But it works. So, okay. So now page titles. If you notice, let me go here. If I hover over here, that's the page titles. Okay. If I turn them off, and that's the page dates, you can't see, but so page titles, I'm going to go like this. And because I changed that, so this is top, the width, I can add left. Yeah, let's go here. And my right, I can add either way, top, bottom, whatever I want to do with that. But the style is going to be a body light. And it is going to be, let's say, I'm going to say, I don't want it really large. Maybe a 50. Let's go margins. Let's see, left. 17, what, half of 34 is
16. Oh, let's have 32. 17.
16.5, right? 6, it's 2, no, 17. Yeah, you're right, 17. I think it's just that date that's making it look like it's off. I know why. The other way. Reason why too is because that's why it's not centered. It still doesn't look centered. Maybe it is. It is. It's that date. That's what it is. All right. So I'm going to come over here, page date. I want to do the same thing. I'm going to center that. And it actually looks pretty good there. That width. Okay. Style, a body. I want that to be regular as well. I'm good with that. Okay. Now, the next thing is the page cover, the cover images. When you run on, put your hand, when you hover over it, notice that there, the interactivity.
Yeah.
If you just go down the line a little bit at a time, I guarantee you, it'll be fine. Okay. So you can change that opacity the way that you want to. It's up to you. But a lot of times I just kind of do this. Overlay, you can do, I like the darker color with that. But this overlay here, I just keep this clear. Okay. You can convert to a grayscale if you want. I've used that before. You can do grayscale before you overlay, before they roll over, whatever you want to do with that. Okay. So I'm just going to keep this black because I like the black better. So that's that's not what I wanted to do. On roll over, let's go right about 40. Okay, do it like that. That's fine. Okay. Now, cover images. When you click on the cover image, okay, you can come here. So you're going to go to, oh, nope. Get back over there. Come on, go back. Okay. So you're going to hover right here and you're going to customize or edit cover image. Okay. Editing the cover image, this is where you're going to do your rollover. Okay. You'll probably have to come back to this and just refresh yourself on it, I'm sure. But it's okay. So this one right here, do I want to use this one or this one? I think I use that one right there. And you can increase it or decrease it, whichever you want to do. Okay, so now if I hover over this, see what happens?
Oh.
Now I've done that in the rest of my other part of my portfolio, and I'll show you. I haven't done it in all of them yet, but when you come in here and you're looking at your projects, and if it doesn't seem like it's right, which these ones don't seem like they're right at all, right? So you're going to click on there, you're going to edit, and for some reason, it looks like it's just not wide enough. Okay, so what I'm probably going to have to do is go back to my page covers, go to my layout options, and the height. Let's see. I had to change my height to 500 because whatever it doesn't take up for height, it's going to take up for width. Okay. But notice it kind of realigned itself. Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of playing with it. It's once you get to know this system, it's a little bit, it's a lot different. I could have just changed it if I wanted to, like this. I've got a rollover. That's my rollover actually. Maybe let's do, is that my rollover? It's my regular. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. And just like that. So this same thing here, edit the cover image, and I'm just going to move this and increase the size of that because it was meant to be just right like that. Just like so. Okay. So that's what I do, like this one here. I could do either page, either way. I could move this over and just do like that. Or usually I do like this, right? Like that. And it still looks like it belongs. Like her head, I don't like her head off usually. This isn't correct. I just kind of bring things down. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's go to this. Go to my regular portfolio. Now I haven't published, I haven't put the other one on here, but as you see, it has no interaction. I've got to get these other interactivities in there. I haven't had a chance. But notice that all of the images are consistent. You can see all the parts of them, and many of them have the the interactivity. So maybe I might get to that soon. So does it seem like something you can do?
Yep.
Okay. You have any questions for me?
I don't think so. I sent you through Canva or whatever.
The what?
Through the school messaging, I sent you the rest of the my brain just stopped. Scooper campaign stuff.
Oh, yes. I just opened it right before. I was in a meeting, so I really couldn't.
Yep. I figured you were gonna get to
From
it
what
this
I
time.
see, the only issue that I saw was like on the button and things like that you might need to change the color because it doesn't really match with the logo. But that's pretty much all I saw with that. It just needs to be with the rest of your campaign, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. So, I'm going to give you the link to this just so you know. So you can have it. The other thing I want to show you real quick, you're going to publish it. Okay. Once you publish it, that's what you're going to, this is the link that you're going to send to me. Okay. Otherwise I have no way of getting it. Okay. I don't want you to do all the hard work and then not get credit for it. Okay. Now what I want you to, what did I just closed that. Bless America. Okay, let me go back. Okay. So in here, I'm going to edit this site again. See where it says integration, settings, and all that? You want to go to settings. If you want to purchase a domain, I'm telling you, this is the best way to go.
Okay.
It is super cheap. I guarantee you. I got mine for, oh, I don't remember now. It's like $8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's not coming up because it's not available. Command Z, Command C. Oh. No, 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 get back over there. Yeah, it's not coming up because it's not available, but say I wanted to go like that. I could do the 887.
Oh, okay.
That's for a year. Okay. And then once you do that, you can sorry, I don't have to pick her up. Once you do that, come on, go back to where I was, please. Thank you. Okay. You can connect your domain through here. It's fairly easy to do.
Okay.
And through your home page, you can, where you want them to go. Analytics, this is a great thing you can use. It's free. You can learn that. Your website title, meta description, things like that. Meta tags, favicons. Now that's not in here because I'm not on my regular one. But you can add your icon. You can add a favicon. This is the favicon, this little thing right there.
Oh, okay.
So if I documents and personal, favicon is a 32 by 32 pixel. See how small that is?
That is tiny.
And then you can do a social sharing. Yeah, say that 10 times fast. Social sharing icon if you want to. I think that was the one that I did. Yeah. And then you've got site options and things like that. Disable right click if you want to, password protection, website styles. Say for instance, I did a bunch of stuff and I didn't really want it. I can restore all the customizations that I did.
Okay.
Account region, United States here, manage the account, payment information, visit the link below. These are all just things that you can do. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think the only other thing, is to make sure that all of your projects are in Behance before you actually generate the site. But I mean, if something happens, you forget something, you can always upload it into Behance and then generate it and then save it again and open it and it'll be there.
Okay.
Okay. If for some reason there's projects that you don't want to be in here, you can hold on a second. Let me go back.
Second tab.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying it's your second tab.
Yeah. Okay. So if there's projects in here that you don't want to show in here, you can go to integrations. You can, wrong one, not integrations, pages. Sorry. And in pages, you can delete them or you can just turn them off.
Okay.
Okay. You can add extra pages if you want to. That's what I did with my, I did a services page, a designer page, a reviews page. It's up to you. And it took a long time to get it to this point. It just takes work. When you have time, you got to get it done. That's all.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing your final website. And just because our time here is over in the classroom doesn't mean that I'm not here if you need me. You have my number.
Yep.
You can text me anytime you want to. And if you are looking for pro bono work and things like that to strengthen your portfolio in the graphic arts community, we started doing something with pro bono work with the college. There's a lot of smaller projects and things like that. So be looking out for that in the GAC. And don't forget to take your post-assessment.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. I look forward
right.
to seeing your portfolio and good luck.
Thanks,
And
Steve.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.